Good evening and welcome. I'm Bernice, and I'll be serving you today. What can I get for you? A drink? Some snacks? Oh, a little flames! Mocktails exercise. The snacks are real nice. Sodas I'll mix dry. I'm lit, you can't deny. Wherever you want, wherever you need. So good you never, ever want to leave. Anything that you desire, set it on fire. I'll make you spend your days far away. That's my desire. You know I'm going to what's left to say. 3, 2, 1, fire!
You know, I wanted to have a good live stream today. Hello everyone, by the way. But I just saw that my uni project was great. And now I'm shitting myself. But whatever, we're gonna ignore that for now. And I have a good stream where I riz up Lyney. Hello. Ah, bitch, you weren't there last time. Hold on, let me fix that. I'm not paying for DLC, bitch. Are you gone now? Please? I hope you're gone. Yeah, whatever. Hello! Oh, I want to put on music, actually. Give me a moment. This song sounds really good. I just heard it for the first time, I think. Hello, everyone! And no one. Everyone, no one. Oh god, shut up! Shut up, dude! Do not tell me what grade we have. Hello, welcome. It's not been that while. I was live on Valentine's Day. Still. New model. I've been working on this for a good while. I've had this model, like, the art has been done for a good while. I still need to, like, fix some stuff. But, I had it rigged because I am stupid and I can't rig it myself. Well, I'm not stupid, I did actually pretty well with what I could, but I had time restrictions, so I had it rigged by someone who was an actual rigger. I still need to fix the lip syncing. I haven't actually tested part that much. Yay, a new model! What could we talk about for a second? First, I sound sick, I know. It's just my nose. I'm not sick. It's just the nose. I don't know if it's like starting of allergies. Why is your mouth like that, bitch? Why are you doing that? You should have like normal lip syncing. Or do I have to go in and fix it myself? I don't get it. Well, maybe I shouldn't fix it right now, but now I'm pissed off. What? Okay, whatever. We're doing this another time. Oh, there. Hello? It still looks like that, but I think I have to fix it myself. I mean, it's not a very advanced model. Anyway. But I love it. I think they're pretty. And I finally have a model that is like my actual persona. And more to come when I have the time and the funds. Okay. Did you lose tracking, bitch? Okay, there. Sure. Let's start, actually. I have once again not looked up what the length of the quest is, because honestly I also overslept, because my sleep schedule has been horrific for a while. Since last week I turned in my project for the semester, and I did an all-nighter finishing it, and since then my sleep schedule has been horrific. Character story. So it's a decent length. It's like 1 hour 30 minutes or something. That's completely fine. Okay, well then let's get started. I don't wanna dabble too long. Dwaddle, it's not dabble. Dabble is something different. I'm gonna draw today later. I think I'm gonna draw later. I just need to start up the game. Cause I was like eating lunch earlier and I was like, I wanna play Genshin today. I'm so in the mood for Genshin. I was like, well, good thing and I'm streaming Genshin today. God. This is why I never record desktop audio. Because I get so many notifications. I'm just waiting for Genshin to start up. The music is good. I like the music. I've been listening to so much music lately. Just like, I normally can't casually listen to just music while I'm doing something. I only listen to music if I really need to concentrate. So I normally like listen to essays or podcasts. But I've been listening to a lot of music, which is, as I said, unusual for me. Oh my god, are you gonna start up Genshin? The fuck? Hello, Milo! Hi! Oh, there's Genshin. I'm gonna turn off the audio and switch over. There we go. Hello, Milo. How are you doing? Is there audio for Genshin? No, there is no audio for Genshin. Why are you doing this? I'm actually really sorry that you have to struggle to open links that much. Especially like YouTube links. That must be horrible. Horrific, horrible, terrible. Not terrific. Terrific is a positive word. But I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you made it. Oh my god, please load. I don't know what's going on today. Today is a very slow day. What is 3 FPS per hour? Just say frames per hour then, I guess. My nose hurts. I'm pretty sure it's allergies or like the precursor to allergies, but I don't know why. Because I'm not sick. I feel fine. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I get what you mean. I think I get what you mean. Why is Genshin still loading? What the fuck? Should I do drawing stream today? I kind of want to draw today, and I'm unsure if I should stream it. It would be fun. I also still need to record a whole video, like more videos, but I still need to do the Netland last quest. Show you your wife, Chaska. Wife? Okay, are we doing a Chaska team today then, I guess? What would even be a good team for Chaska? I don't play Chaska. I just have her because I thought she would be fun for exploration. But I genuinely hate her flying mechanic. Also, the subscriber goal never updates. I don't know why. I looked it up. It should. I mean, I guess I can set a new goal since we already reached the other one. What should we set it to? We're at, let me actually check. 301. Let's put it to, I guess, 400. 400 is a good. 690. Okay, that's a bit ambitious, Milo. That's a lot ambitious, actually. Let's reach it by my next birthday, which is on the 26th of February next year. No, that's not what I wanted. Subscribers. Or 20, that's a good one, actually. That's a good one. Oh, there is my Wika. Finally loaded in. There. New goal. I don't know why it does that with the text though. Do I have to? Because that's supposed to be a heart. That's supposed to be a heart. There. Did it update yet? No, it didn't. Why would it? Oh my fucking god. Why is this happening right now? Don't make mouse noises, please. Trying to. Great, I think the counter is broken now. Never mind, it works. I guess we're doing Chaska then today. Just, it's good because you should ignore my team right now. I'm farming friendship for everyone in this team. Chaska team. Serenade my late 3D modeling. Sure, I'm actually like starting to make props for something related to my AU right now. Like props mostly, not the actual models for the animations yet. I'm not that good yet. I'm just like practicing on props and other assets. Jessica Raiden. Okay, that's a wacky choice. Emo. Raiden. Yeah, probably actually. That would be a really great practice. I really need to practice more because this is like a skill I actually want to have, like 3D modeling. I've been trying myself out with like making Sims CC, but I can't figure out how to make it work. Yes, Benny, I want you on your team. You're in like almost every single one of my teams actually. Sorry, I have Pepsi. There's the team, I guess. Are you even built, Chaska? I guess you could call that built then. Okay, let's start Lyney's quest. I'm so excited, like genuinely. I miss Lyney so much, my sweet husband. I hope it's a better quest than Arlecchino's, which sounds like straight up blasphemy, but you get what I mean. Arlecchino's quest was a bit underwhelming. Okay. Are we meeting him? Okay. Oh no, not Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. I didn't miss you. The Phantom what? Charlotte is annoying. I hate Charlotte. I hate journalists. She has no sense for boundaries. Like every journalist. I hate her on principle. I would like her more if she was like less like that. If she is like less journalist in her personal life, I would probably like her more. But she is through and through a journalist without break. What the fuck is the Phantom Weasel, Charlotte? Yeah, but like she doesn't have to do it all the time. Okay. Is that a Persona 5 reference? I mean, her design is really nice. I like her design. I just don't like her as a character. I also use her in like combat still. What? Okay, hold on. I missed half of that. Um, Random Thief, Mysterious Night Burglars. Oh, okay. That's so he's an asshole. Yeah, sure. You can show me your Sethos. Sounds like an absolute weirdo. Like Robin Hood or Joker from his Persona 5's game. Or not. I mean, he doesn't like rob people, he just like steals their hearts, I guess. Oh no, that's sad. You can be horny on main, but like in a measured way. Like, not too graphic, please. You can be like horny on main in a civil way. Cause I'm gonna be horny on main too when Lyney like turns up. Yes, Sethos is very yummy. Holy shit. Based. Like, not the Phantom Weasel, like what Milo said. Mm. Okay. Um, he might try to nab you, little Paimon. Oh, Lyney, you're so dreamy. Lyney makes me blush. He makes me shy. Lyney Snezhnevich, I think is what he's called. Um, the great magician Lyney, my husband. Sorry, how do you pronounce it then? I'm not Slavic. I'm barely even Balkan. Like, it really depends on who you ask if I'm Balkan or not. Ah, Lyney, I missed you. That was like rabbit noises. Or like a mouse. Honestly, they should have made Lynette a rat, now that I think about it. They missed an opportunity. Why is this me in your walls? No! Please get out of my walls! Hello, Lyney. I say as I stutter and tremble and am freaking out. He just can read people. Yeah. I love Lyney. What a cool person. I'm sorry if you can hear my stress ball. I'm like freaking out. No, I think he overheard us. Okay, well then it was just pure luck. The ultimate lucky student. Oh? Oh, literally, I was jump scared yesterday because I watched someone, like, I don't know if anyone knows, or it's like, her name is Shonix, and she randomly uploaded Danganronpa 1 on her channel. I was like, what the fuck, in 2025? Danganronpa? I'm not gonna watch the playthrough though, because I could not care less about Danganronpa 1. Yeah, Danganronpa 1 is an okay game. It's not as good as like the second part. I think the second part is the best game. I do remember it. Lyney, you literally went to jail because you robbed people of their wallets in a trick. A Lumindu spell. I think Himiko would hate Lyney because she's like, no, it's real magic. And he's like, no, it's not real magic, it's a trick. They would hate each other. But who's the most like Lyney? Which Danganronpa character is most like Lyney? I'm blanking on the cast right now. Honestly, no one is really like him. He's too unique. Well, I don't know. What's your thoughts on that? Is it under your head? What? Where? Oh! I was like, where is it? And then I saw it. Lyney, you went to jail! My brother in Christ, you're like exposing the man. You're bullshitting, Lyney. Weasel. Why is it a weasel? It's like the stupidest name. It doesn't make him sound like a very intimidating character. Weasels aren't very intimidating. No, I don't think I will. Weedle secret. Lyney, you could just tell me on one-on-one. We can like go to your room together. I don't know, you can give me a little tutoring on magic. How does that sound, Lyney? Sure you'll be able to handle the Phantom Weasel? I would like genuinely spontaneously combust somewhere in the middle. Obviously! What the fuck, Paimon? How's that even a question? Don't do that. French people are cringe. I hope he better be. I am ecstatic about this. Why is the only cemetery by Poisson? I'm gonna write a fanfic about Lyney. He's gonna be part of Mid Garage Band, trust. Why is there so many people here? Why is Chaska's ass so fat? Hello, Lyney and Lynette. I'm stupid. Ignore me. They're both Lyney to me. They're phantom wizard. Maybe she's busy today. I'm sorry, I bet there is very deep cultural and design things behind that I, as a mere mortal, do not understand, even with my education. Laura's ears clapping behind her when she walks. Okay! I'll take your word on that, because I'm never going to read Chaska's lore. Hello, Balthazar. Lily, do you always talk like that? I mean, I would too. That's sweet. She's probably the weasel. No, that would be too obvious. It's a red herring. Ah! That was so uncalled for. Don't speak ill of the dead, bitch. Mm. Hello, Grazia, and Giuliano. Men used to go to war. Hypocritic bitch. It's all of. I hate Fontaine people. Like, I barely hate people. Like, I hate Inazuma as a nation. As you might know, I'm an Inazuma hater. I like to repeat it. But I hate the Fontaine people the most. Because they are hypocrites, they're addicted to gossip, and like, as a people that live for the drama, even as a theater kid myself, they are obnoxious, have no critical thinking, and I hate them. I hate them so much. Also, they are French. Anyway. And what if I am racist against the Fontaine people? I have my reasons. Also, I think I've been spoiled for the story quest a bit. I mean, it's been out for like a year? Yeah, about a year and a bit more, I think. I am not okay with Snezhnaya releasing this year. But after the main story is over, like the Teva chapter, I'm still like, okay, hold on. I'm actually interested in this quest, so let me rant for a moment before I continue. I'm after the Teva chapter is over, I'm still convinced that there will be more. That Teyvat is really just a chapter and we're gonna explore more. Because Teyvat is a continent, my guy. What do you mean, Teyvat chapter? Of course it's just a chapter. If it's just a continent, a planet has more than one continent, mostly. Except Pangea, my beloved. But still, I am convinced there will be more chapters. But anyway, after the Teyvat chapter is done, yeah, like the Honkai Impact 3rd part 2 thingy. After the Teva chapter is done, I'm gonna make a huge video with a tier list, and I'm going to rank every single voiced quest in the game and the events for how good they were in writing. Not only to disprove that I'm a Hoyosho. I don't think anyone thinks actually that I'm a Hoyosho. Like, I'm like very vocal about my qualms with Hoyo's writing. But I'm going to make a tier list and I'm going to in-depth critique every single quest. Yeah, Snezhnaya better be peak, because I have not finished Natlan yet. I'm going to record the last part like sometime in the next 2 weeks. But so far, it's ass. Like, I mean, it's not too ass, it's decent, but it's nothing compared to the peak that was Sumeru and Fontaine. Even though Fontaine left me a bit feeling because at the time, I was just not attached to characters. But in hindsight and retrospective, Fontaine was a great story. And even like Liu was completely decent. Liu and Mondstadt are a really great entry in Genshin. Inazuma, I hate Inazuma. You already know I'm a hater. But I think I dislike Natlan's story quests so far even more than I dislike Inazuma's. And Inazuma's is mostly because it's rushed, while Natlan is just a nothing burger with no consequences. Yeah. But I'm gonna critique this in depth in like 2 years, I guess, because I'm convinced that Snezhnaya is not the last chapter. There will be a Kanria chapter too. So after the Kanria chapter is out, I will be doing a huge 5-hour video where I critique every single storyline, and you all better be here by then. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue why we are the thing we are actually here for. What did I miss? Caesar used to perform magic tricks. He was a great magician. So basically, he was a good magician. Yeah, he sounds like a completely normal, decent guy, actually. That's stupid. Okay, but like, why would he make... That makes no sense. It's a wish list. That implies that they don't have those things. Now I don't care for Starlight. I literally blocked every single thing about it because I could not care less, and I hate Starlight. I could recreate her in The Sims. I could not care less. Yeah, I couldn't care less about any story character. The only ones I still tolerate are Dunhung and Bootil. The rest I could not care less about the rest. That game pisses me off. And I've been seeing that people are finally wising up to what an ass game it actually is. What a boring ass game Story is. I think the weasel killed him. That's all? Are you for real right now? Perhaps she simply doesn't trust us. Lyney is the definition of a switch. No, it's fine. I'm like barely containing myself too. I'm like a bit distracted actually, even though I'm very interested in Quest. I'm a bit distracted, but it's like mostly the excitement. Also, why am I not? Yeah, okay. I'm a bit distracted. Oh, it's up there. Deadass. I prefer Scaramouche over Chaska flying. It's a bit clunkier, but it's like... I think it's a better executed flying mechanic. What? Is this... What did I do? Is this the... It's the commission, isn't it? I did it out of instinct. I did the commission out of instinct. Well, I guess let's finish it then. Is it a cool gun? I don't know. It's a bit weird, like all of the Natlan things are. Where's the quest? Wait for morning, okay. I can do it. Almost. There. The next banners. You mean Risley and Farina? Or Varisa? Oh, it's 8 a.m. I struggled for nothing. Ria and Farina? I don't have strong feelings for it. I mean, I have Farina and I have Risley, so I'm not gonna pull. But I think it's okay banners. I mean, Farina's always good, and I know plenty of people who are gonna pull for Farina. And I also saw that Risley was very much wanted back, so good for everyone who wants them. Yeah, I have Ryo. Since his release. I was there on day one. I have him built too, and I use him regularly in like Abyss and Theater. What should we do, Lyney? Lyney, tell me what we should do. Lorenzo. I'm just looking forward for Marisa. I have a guaranteed I'm gonna use it on her. Because I think she's mega cute. That's because he feels guilty because he's actually the weasel. I figured it out. Oh, he's an asshole already. Can you... Paimon, shut the fuck up. Like what? Brushing your bunny for your hat tricks. Yeah, it's more like a closet cosplay, but yeah, I do have a Kaya cosplay. I need to redo the wig. It's kind of ass. Why are you such an asshole, Lorenzo? Nah, I'm gonna really do it myself. I just need to like crimp it. That's all. That's suspicious. I honestly don't think that it's a prison tattoo. I think it's painted on, yeah. Oh god, I hate drunk people. Good lord. This guy needs to be beat up. How do people stand him? Hui hui hui. I think Lorenzo is the weasel, and he like framed Caesar. That's probably it. There's something strange about him. Yeah, I think he is the weasel. That's what he's covering up. Yep. I'm covering up like part of the dialogue, but I also want my model to look good by putting them back. Find Edmondo. Where the fuck did you go, Edmondo? Okay, outside. So my theory right now is that Lorenzo's the weasel. He did a bunch of shit using, because he was Caesar's assistant. I think he got the access to the wish list because like they brought it up that it was like, that's how you found out what is precious to you. And he used the wish list because I think Caesar bought the things on the wish list and used it in his next thing. Because a wish list implies that they don't have that thing yet, because they wish for it. So, Caesar bought the things and used them in his tricks next time. And Edmondo was like annoyed about it. Not Edmondo, sorry. Lorenzo was like annoyed about it because he's a piece of shit, and he was like, "No, I want these things." And then he went and stole those things back after the people got them. And then when Caesar died, they discovered all the things in the back room. And they were like, "Caesar was the weasel? Oh!" But it was actually Lorenzo, and Lorenzo was like, yes! He was the weasel! I feel so betrayed. How could he? And then, basically, the rest is history. I think that's what happened. Hello, Edmondo. Are you okay, brother? My drunk brother? We just met, dude. Drink some water, eat some bread. A hamburger, maybe. I mean, he did humiliate him in front of other people. That's what I'm saying! He might have even killed Caesar. Go eat a burger, dude. Buy a burger, dude. Is that's not the Spina, is it? No, they don't look like that. Do they? I don't think that's the Spina, but it might be. Where are we going? Everything is so far apart. Pacino? Oh! That's not the Spina. Oh no, we have the fucking mob on us. Brother, you're my best DPS after Tiggy. This team is ass for Lyney, actually. I mean, I don't know what his build is in this one. I wish I had his bow. Yeah, no, that's actually decent. Never mind. You are completely fine, Lyney. What are you even saying, Lyney? You're perfect. The lady? Yeah, they probably intimidated Gemma. Yeah, it's Gemma. Most probably, actually. Ugh. I hate to bother the lady. She's already going through so much. Oh, with Lynette. Hmm. 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 I still don't understand that part of Fontaine. Like, it never came up. It never comes up why that is a thing. Like, no other nation has slums like that. Dang. Free coffee? Nothing comes free, bitch. I actually want a coffee right now. Actually, there is free coffee, and I enjoy it a lot every day. Um, I mean, it's not really free, but it's free if you like don't actively have to pay for it, I guess. The fuck are we doing here? It should be just down here. Why is it in the sewers, under the sewers? This game is weird sometimes. Okay, let's go. I guess Milo's gone. That's not what I wanted to do, but okay. This bow looks so cool. I wish I had it, but I am not someone who pulls on the weapon banner. I try to be as F2P as I can be. Is this gonna move? Great. Why does he have a huge workshop under the sewers? It's like toys. Paimon, chill the fuck out. Come on. Oh my god. It always confuses me when there is one more slot in the party. That's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. I wanted to set up a full rotation, but it also... honestly, all my Lyney needs to be even better than he already is genuinely just a bow. He has killer artifacts. Is this like a multiple constellation one? Oh my god. Go up, please. Oh, I thought it was automatic, but it's not. Okay. I have a tummy ache. I don't know why. I think it was this one. Yeah. This is cool. It's like I guess a magic trick. I think it was this one. Yeah. I love, honestly, that's my favorite magic trick of all time. The one where they like move a cup and you have to like follow it with your eyes. The music is ominous. Lyney, what are you looking at? You must have been loaded. I love how he had to stand on the books to be like tall enough to reach it. Chest, 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 chest. Give me the chest. I was playing Wuwa. If you didn't notice, I forgot I have to pick up things. I can never use his skill. That's his whole point of his kit. But I guess I'm not allowed to use it. Fontaine is so strange. Oh, that was sexy damage. I'm like, what the fuck is the ring around him? But it's right in skill. Or like her unactivated skill. Oh! Okay, see you in a bit. With that, let me take a quick break. Actually, I don't know how much more I have left, but I want to take a tiny break and get myself something to drink because I have run out of Pepsi and I'm starting to get dehydrated and I need to blow my nose, blah blah blah. Anyway, let's rendezvous here again in like 5 minutes. Yeah, be right back. And we're back. Did I never fix the audio? Or did that just disappear again? I cannot decide, honestly. Why? Was I that distracted? That's so strange. Oh my god, please load. I hate you, Streamlabs. Why is there no audio? Hmm? Don't piss me off. There's straight up no audio. Why? Why? This is the strangest shit. Okay, whatever, but we're just turning on desktop audio, I guess. I'm sorry about that. I thought I fixed it. Maybe I just said I would fix it. Probably, actually. I'm a bad streamer. Oh god, what is this? Activate all the magic steps without stepping on the same one twice. Oh god, this is hard. So you obviously start here. And then you... I think I do have to wait until they are all in the middle. Oh. Okay, let me restart. I didn't mean to do it like that. They just don't activate if you're not, like, smack dab in the middle. I have to be really careful. So I'm gonna have to wait until they're all in the middle. Walk over. I mean, I can just cheese it, I guess. I'm cheesing it. Does it count if I jump? Oh, I stepped off. I mean, I can cheese it, basically. That's bad design if I can cheese it. What about this? I stepped off.
Seems like we can't step on the same tile twice. Guess we've got to finish it in one run, huh?
Yeah, no shit, Paimon. Why did that? I'm an adult. I need to calm down. This is a game for stupid babies. Wait a minute. Can I travel on that? Is that a thing I can do? Mayhaps. Do you move me? You do. That's great. I think I figured it out. Yeah, I did. I'm actually pretty smart if you have noticed it. I fuck with the music. The music is great. Do I have mic on? Yeah, I'm like paranoid now.
Wow!
Wow!
Room here!
Wowee!
Let's see!
Caesar's diary.
This bookcase is full of Caesar's own notes. He wrote a lot about the principles of magic. Much too advanced for Paimon.
And for me, probably.
This book's thick as a brick! Let's take a peek inside it, shall we?
Sorry, I had to blow my nose. About the wish list.
At one of my shows a few days ago, a child asked me how I pulled candy out of my hat. As a joke, I told the kid that the hat has a built-in wish-granting machine. Next thing I know, today a whole bunch of kids were pestering me to pull all sorts of things out of the hat. So I told them another white lie. The machine needs time to power up, but in the meantime, you can write your wishes down. Well, they took me up on that offer, enthusiastically. As I write this, I've only just got back from running around all over town, buying the things they wanted. Boy, are my legs sore. I wound up saving very little this month, but that's not a major issue. I now have a bigger problem. How am I going to hide all these things inside my hat?
Children studying magic.
2 children came to talk to me after today's show. I don't know why they were out on their own. They looked much too young to be unsupervised.
Oh, that's probably Lyney and
hope they got
Lynette,
home
because I was
safely.
spoiled that he was like their teacher, master
Anyway,
thingy.
they said that they wanted me to teach them how to do magic. It's not uncommon for children to ask this, of course, but I've never seen any of them as serious about it as these 2. I told them that learning magic is very hard work, but that didn't faze them at all. It's like they already knew. They seemed so committed. I couldn't turn them down.
How about Lorenzo's
It
issues?
seems like something's bothering Lorenzo lately, but he won't open up to me about it.
He's probably the
Surely
weasel.
he's not upset that I agreed to teach those 2 children. I'll have to talk him around.
Oh, was he
I
like
have a good feeling about those kids.
jealous about
They're
the
naturally
kids?
talented, and it seems like they're not new to the world of magic. They have all sorts of fantastic ideas. All I'm really doing is helping them develop a more professional standard training plan. They wanted to call me Master, but I told them they absolutely mustn't. Any magician worth their salt could have taught them what I have. They're the geniuses here. Compared to them, I don't deserve to be called any sort of master. With time, I have no doubt that they could become far greater magicians than I. My only concern is why they're so mature for their age. I fear they've had to grow up too fast. I don't dare to imagine what they must have been through. Gemma thinks so too. She doesn't like being around them. Says that their eyes are too piercing. They don't bother me, but then again, I've never been the sharpest tool in the shed.
I swear to God, if Lorenzo killed this poor man, I am going to riot. What the farewell.
It's nearly time for me to go on tour. I asked the two kids if they'd like to come with me, but they shook their heads. I once overheard them talking about their father and their mission. Sounds like their parents have other plans for them. I guess
that's
we'll be
already
parting
when
ways
they...
soon. It's
when they
only been
were
10
in
days since I
the
first met
House
them,
of the Hearth.
but I think that I've gotten a feel for their personalities now. They're very tough, but also very cautious, and they trust no one but each other. This, I fear, is not a good habit to have. They hide things from me too. For example, when I asked them where they live and why they wanted to learn magic, they lied. That's the thing about children.
Milo! Welcome
Whenever
back,
they're trying to
Milo.
cover something up, it always shows somehow. I can sense that their lives have been hard, possibly even dangerous too. They're not like other children. It's a shame that I can't do more to help them. After thinking things over, I decided to tell them a bit about how I see the world. It's full of lies and falsehoods.
No, it's fine. I get it.
And that is why we
It's
must
completely
find
fine.
our own truth. P.S. I hope they won't find my nagging annoying. Children are so opinionated nowadays. Will it do them more harm than good for someone they've only known 10 days to lecture them like that? P.P.S. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Children aren't interested in grand philosophies. It probably just went in one ear and out the other. I bet they've already forgotten every word I said.
They probably haven't.
Oh, Caesar, Caesar. Just mind your own business next time.
Stop reading.
Two magic geniuses with a
I
father
still
and a
think
mission, huh?
Lorenzo probably killed
Sounds
Caesar.
a lot like he was writing about Lyney and Lynette, don't you think? So did they meet Caesar when they were kids? Let's go ask Lyney.
I mean, duh! Obviously, Paimon. Why do you think he's so invested in this?
Lyney?
Shh, hold that thought. As I expected, there's a lot of fishy things going on in this place.
Fishy? Uh-oh, what have you found?
All in good time. Before we go over our new leads, I want to tell you how a high-altitude escape is performed.
Lorenzo probably...
First, the magician slots themselves into a magic box in full view of the audience.
probably
The
sabotaged
box is
it,
then
and
suspended
then
high
Caesar
in the
died.
air, and a short while later, the base automatically opens. At this point, a dummy will fall out of the box, but it looks real enough to grab the audience's attention, and they start wailing and screaming. Meanwhile, the real magician, who has by now blended into the crowd, waits for a good moment to make their appearance and put on a hysterical performance. Oh no! Is that me? Did I just fall to my death?
Very vivid description. Paimon can really picture it. And then what?
The audience's gaze then turns to the magician, and by the time they realize what's happened, the dummy has vanished, as if everything that just happened was some sort of shared illusion. Of course, that's just how I think the process should work, theoretically speaking.
Theoretically speaking, what do you mean?
The inventor of this trick never performed it successfully. When the box opened, Caesar was the one who fell out, and not the dummy.
Yeah, I think that was sabotage. Although I think I'm losing my tracking
He
because it's
fell
starting
right
to
the
get
ground
like
from the highest
dark
point of
in
the opera
here.
house. No one could hope to survive that fall. Not without a vision, at least.
What the fuck is the vision gonna do? Anyway, give me a second. I'm gonna have to turn on the light. Better. Now my camera can see me. Oh, my nose is stuffy. It's so annoying. I just want to be able to breathe again normally. I could for like a week and then this started again.
And no one else has ever attempted this trick since. My understanding of how it works is just based on what I could gather from his notes and the relevant gadgets here in his workshop.
So Caesar's famous high-altitude escape has never been done, huh?
Yeah, obviously, because he died doing
I was
it.
about to say how cool it would have been to see it in person, but if it's that dangerous, it's probably for the best that no one else tries to do it.
No, I think it was sabotage time on.
Wait a second. So if a dummy's supposed to drop out of the box, then where does the real magician go? How does he get out?
Glad you asked. That brings us to the secret of said box.
Yes.
This box right here is the one that Caesar constructed himself to use in the performance, and it's not as simple as it looks. Inside, there's a device that only the magician himself would know about. Once the magician's inside and the box is lifted up into the air, the audience's view of the box is fixed at a certain angle. From where they're standing, they have a clear view of the front, sides, and bottom, but the back and the top are now no longer visible. At this point, the magician presses a button inside the box, opening a secret door out of view. He then escapes through this trap door onto the opera house roof, waits for the dummy to fall and distract the audience, and quietly returns to ground level.
That's way simpler than Paimon imagined.
But
Even
that's like
Paimon could
so
probably
little
do it.
time.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, of course. The hardest part of this trick is controlling the audience's mood and reactions. That takes an exceptional degree of showmanship. There's the falling dummy, the miraculous reappearance, the pompous performing. Maybe the magician would even have themselves tied up before it begins to strengthen the impression that there's no escape. Many days and nights of careful research and painstaking practice would have gone into this, all culminating in a performance just a few minutes long, but one that still manages to transform the shock and grief of a tragic accident to the joy and laughter of a mesmerizing magic trick. Caesar was a highly accomplished magician. But unfortunately, even he didn't manage to pull it off.
Bullshit. I call
How
bullshit.
did it go so wrong? You said you found some fishy stuff here. Have you figured out what really happened?
I can make a pretty good guess. I looked into the case files. The magic box Caesar was using at the time of his death had the secret button I mentioned positioned on the right-hand side. And sure enough, he always used his right hand as his dominant hand in public.
Okay. Nothing suspicious there.
But here's the strange thing. Most of the devices in this workshop have the mechanism on the left-hand side, including this box right here, which leads me to believe that Caesar was in fact left-handed.
Why would Caesar pretend to be right-handed?
Because a magician can't afford to have their most basic habits stand out too much. People naturally focus their attention on the most important details of the task or situation at hand. But a magician needs to be able to redirect an audience's attention at will, so as to avoid arousing their suspicion. The essence of magic is getting people to believe a lie. If even the truth raises eyebrows, the falsehoods become all the more difficult to mask. And so, Caesar trained himself to use his right hand to align with his audience's expectations. Great magic always requires sacrifices.
And then?
But in his most stressful and nerve-wracking moments, and when no one was watching, reflex would kick in and he'd use his left hand. That's why he set his gadgets with the mechanism on his left.
Maybe someone exploited that fact against him.
Exactly. I think that's likely what happened.
I mean, it's
Caesar
more
would have been under a
complicated
lot
than
of
I
time
thought,
pressure during
but
the escape. he'd have had mere seconds to open the hidden compartment, retrieve the dummy, then open the secret door and make a swift escape. But I'm sure he was
Brother, that's on the
confident.
left side.
He would have rehearsed countless times to the point where it was second nature. He'd barely need to think about what he was doing because muscle memory would guide him through. So he opened the compartment, took out the dummy, checked everything was in order, and then went to leave. With his left hand, he reached for the button, and suddenly, his heart skipped a beat. It wasn't there. Much like when you reach for your keys but find your pocket empty, his mind needed a moment to process what was going on. Instinctively, his left hand would keep feeling around for the missing button, maybe for another
But that is
second or
on the
two,
left side.
until the bottom of the box gave way. With the stakes being as high as they were, just a 2-second delay cost him everything. The authorities would find nothing suspicious and conclude that his death was due to his own error.
When in reality, someone switched the boxes.
Did someone in
And they
the
did it to
prop
murder
department make the mistake, or am I making a mistake? Hold on, let me check. Because I think Lyney said it was on the right side, but if you look at the prop, it's on the left side. Hello, Foxy. I'm tweaking. Okay, first, using it. The secret button I mentioned is positioned on the right side, so I did catch that. And sure enough, he always used his right hand on the dominant. But now we're talking about the left side, I think. You'd have mere seconds to open. Because if we're saying he rehearsed it with his right hand, then yes. But why would he when no one sees it? And also you said it was on the right side. But it's not. On the box it's in the left side. Is that a prop error, or is it, or did they goof up in the translation or in the writing? Or am I paying too much attention?
It would have to have been someone who knew that he was left-handed and who could move his props around without arousing suspicion. Someone who was always by his side. Isn't that right, Lorenzo?
I mean, I knew
Let
it.
sleeping dogs lie, could you? There's not a lot of people who'd go to all this trouble for some magician who died 10 years ago. I didn't want to have to do this, you know. Silencing you the hard way just creates more problems for me to deal with. But I gave you your chance. I hoped you'd do what's good for you and back off like the lady, but you disappoint me.
You mean Gemma? So you are the one who's been threatening
Obviously, Paimon. God, keep up with
Yes,
the show.
although however stubborn she might be, she was never much of a liability. But you people, you never even knew him, but for some reason you just wouldn't drop it. Which is why you can't leave this place alive. Take them out, and make it quick.
Do your worst!
There is no escape.
Time to shine!
I'm setting up a full rotation now.
Everybody stand back.
Oh my god! Button 5. By the time I get to them, Runa kills them all.
Shia. Here.
That sucked. Smack on the back of the head. Kill him.
Oh, you kids are tougher than you look.
Kill him. Kill
Had
him.
enough yet,
Kill
Lorenzo?
him.
Your
Kill
cronies
him.
can't help you now. I think it's high time you started talking. And what I'd really like to know is, why did you murder Caesar?
If I had a Mora for every time you said that man's name. Of course you idolized Caesar, everyone else did. But I was the real genius magician. Me! He was just an amateur who did cheap tricks for gullible children. I was the one who made magic into the fine art it is today. The aristocrats doffed
Yeah,
their hats
obviously
to me.
they're going to go at it. They need to
So
let
it's
off all the
jealousy.
steam.
Jealousy. Hatred, more like. I hated Caesar. All he cared about was his magic. He lived and breathed it.
I mean, it's what he
Poured
dedicated his
everything
life
into his
into.
street performances and his stupid tours like it was just a hobby to him. Never bothering to think about Mora. What sort of fool devotes their life to the art of deception and never has a Mora to show for it?
So you are the
People
weasel.
loved him,
I called
didn't they?
it.
Ooh, how they looked up to him.
I don't know if that's
Gave
bad
me a
or not,
second
but I
look.
called it like beat for
All I
beat.
ever heard was, "Oh, your master's amazing, isn't he?" Amazing.
Yeah, but like,
So amazing
I got
that
some
he was
rest.
completely
Hold on.
broke.
I'm gonna talk a
Every
bit.
other apprentice was living
Because I'm
it up
getting
at
a
their
bit pissed
master's
off, actually.
expense, but
Hold
no,
on.
not me.
Shut the fuck up,
I put in
Lorenzo. No
all
one
the
cares
work,
about
mastered
you.
all the skills, and it brought me nothing more than the life I already had.
Okay. Hi, Foxy. I got rest, yes. I slept for like 16 hours after that. But my sleep schedule has been dead since then. Yeah, I can't get up anymore. And yeah, Lorenzo's yapping. What I wanted to rant about something. Oh yeah, I don't know if it's good or not that I like called all of this in the beginning as soon as Lorenzo came up, like beat for beat, bar for bar. I don't know if that's good writing or bad writing, because I mean, if I predicted all of it, Oh, are you already there? Cause yeah, you did tell me that you would be like in a car for like 22 hours. Are you already there? Was the ride good? Apart from the pain?
He forbade me from using magic to trick people out of their Mora. There was nothing he hated more than that.
Cold? Did you not have a heater?
And with his reputation in Fontaine, it was too risky for me to go it alone. As long as he was alive, if I dabbled in my own brand of money-making magic, he would expose me, and it would destroy me.
So he did frame him.
I had to kill him.
I'm too good.
There was no other way. He had to go.
And now you spend all your Mora trying to protect that secret. Stupid bitch. Ride was decent, much faster than the other times. Still have trauma from. Yeah. I mean, I don't usually have that long, cause now it's like more like 9-10 hours when I go back to Hungary. But it used to be like almost a whole day back when like we didn't have a good car. So I can relate to some parts.
And this was your only motive?
It was reason enough. What other motive would I need?
I mean, we don't need a big motive to kill you either, so I'm just gonna do it, I guess.
Well, I was under the impression that there might have been other factors at play.
Unable to go
For
outside. At least
instance,
the next days will be a lot
maybe
warmer, so
you were
I
in
can
love with Gemma, but she was engaged to Caesar.
The most Hungarian person talking about Hungary. Yeah.
In love
I don't
with
talk
Gemma?
about Hungary
Don't
enough,
be
I think.
ridiculous.
I could talk more, but I don't. I don't want to be annoying.
Guess I was wrong about that then. Next question. Are you the Phantom Weasel?
Oh my god, Lyney. Obviously he is. He just basically admitted to it.
I am. Caesar was so strict with me. He insisted that his way was the right way. That the sole purpose of magic was to bring joy to the
I mean, it
world.
was certainly not robbing people of their stuff. Like, really? A girl's doll? What are you? A cartoon villain? I'm gonna cook some delicious meats tomorrow on the flour. I hope I can find some fruity wood. That's weekdays. Yeah. Oh god. Stop it. I'm like a pyromaniac. I wanna go to. Hungry and places tell me otherwise. I wanna try that. I don't like meat, but I wanna try that.
I never bought into any of that. I was more interested in the practical value of magic. Sure enough, it helped me fill my pockets with all kinds of valuable treasures.
I heard that the Phantom Weasel stole from the rich and poor alike.
Oh yeah! Charlotte told us that the weasel would steal whatever people valued, no matter how
Yes,
much it
send me
was.
pictures, please. I want to see the fire. Fires are so cool.
That's just how it looked from the outside. What would any thief want with second-rate loot? I've only ever targeted high-value items. I stole cheap things as a way of practicing my craft. It was other people's overactive imaginations that conjured up the preposterous image they then dubbed the Phantom Weasel.
So that's the story, huh? Well, I hope you're ready to tell it all over again during your trial.
Dude, I have a candle in my room. I even have like an authentic Roman oil lamp in my room, but I'm not allowed to use it. My mother hid the fire stuff because I am actually a pyromaniac, like genuinely. I burned too much stuff, so they took away my privileges. Domesticated fire. For real, she doesn't know I'm hiding matches under my bed though. I'm losing tracking again. I don't know why. Should I should probably invest in like a ring light or something. For now, this is gonna have to do. Okay.
What choice do I have? Here are a
I'm
pack of
like
wolves
checked
and
out
you've
because I
got me
called all
between
of
your
this, and this is
jaws.
like just
You've seen
a stupid
what's
little
here,
bitch
and my
pleading for his
last-ditch
life
effort
now.
to stop it getting out has failed. What else can I do? So be it. I've enjoyed power and wealth for the last 10 years, the likes of which Caesar could never give me. I wouldn't choose for things to end this way, but I regret nothing.
Very well. In that case, I'll contact the guards.
The guards.
Traveler, Paimon, keep an eye on Lorenzo for me. I'll meet you just outside the workshop when I'm back.
Okay, Pookie. Kill him! Kill him! Kill him.
Take me up! Locked on!
Dang, you can't even shoot him. Ass game. Where am I going? Why did it untrack? Leave the workshop. Where am I gonna leave the workshop? Here? Where? Is it the door? Where the fuck am I? Oh. I'm stupid. Thanks for the pictures in advance. Thank you, Foxy. Bye bye. Have a good time. Let's ignore that I literally did not see the exit. Literally.
Lyney has told me the whole story. Lorenzo, do you confess to the murder of Caesar and to framing him for the Phantom Weasel's crimes?
Do it, bitch. Is not a word.
Look who's finally developed a conscience. What kind of disciple murders their own master? I hope it was worth it. Because there'll be hell to pay.
Bruno Mars, Canon and Genshin. Wait, hold on. I'm not following.
Looks like it's all over. What should we do next, Lyney? Should we start preparing for your show?
Let me think. Let's rendezvous with Lynette and Gemma first. With Lorenzo in custody, Gemma will no longer have to fear for her safety.
Good point. We should go tell Gemma the good news right away. It'll give her some peace of mind for sure.
Oh. His name was Bruno. I didn't even notice. Sorry. I ruined your joke by being stupid. Are you still at the cafe? It's been hours.
Ah, you're back.
You're back.
You were so quick.
Don't
only
you
just
dare be
finished
so
my third
happy,
dessert.
Lynette.
Your third? Lynette, come on, we've talked about this. Everything in moderation. You're not gonna have any room left for dinner now.
It's fine. I'll shift to exercise mode and jog off the excess sugar.
That's besides the point. Well, it's done now. But try to eat a more balanced diet in the future.
Lyney, you
Point
could be my
taken.
husband. You could
Did
be my
everything
house
go
husband
okay?
even.
Of course. Lorenzo was no match for us. The guards
You
are
would
keeping
make
him in
sure I
custody
wouldn't
as we
overdose on caffeine again.
Gosh, that's amazing. I'm sorry. I still didn't know if I could trust you, but now it seems I can. I had my suspicions about Lorenzo, but I...
Oh,
It's okay.
Poor
We
woman.
understand. He did threaten you. Paimon would find it hard to trust
we will
strangers in
get
your
Lyney.
position
No, I have
too.
kids. Yes,
You don't
you
need to
get
be
me,
scared.
Milo. You get me.
Everything's gonna be okay.
You're so
Sorry.
real, Milo.
Sorry. My emotions are all over the place right now. I've been waiting for this day to come for so long. I always wanted to report Lorenzo. He took all of Caesar's property, which I found suspicious. But I had people watching me all the time, so I couldn't risk looking into it.
Are we not gonna
I
see
was so
Lyney's
I was scared he'd
performance
do
now?
something terrible to me.
I
And then
thought
no one
something
would
was
be left
gonna
to visit
happen at the
Caesar's grave.
performance again.
So I never had the courage to speak out. Thank you all. Truly. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for clearing Caesar's name. I never would have guessed that Lorenzo
You're
was the
welcome,
real Phantom
Balthazar.
Weasel.
I forgot who
He
you
never
are.
showed any signs that there were problems between him and Caesar in public. From the outside, looked like they got along great. Ugh, and to think that lowlife's been living life to the fullest all this time, while Caesar's name was getting dragged through the mud. It's a travesty. At least his soul can finally rest in peace now. Thanks to your efforts.
Oh, Gemma.
If only I'd realized before it was too late.
Don't blame yourself, Gemma. This isn't your fault.
I mean, at least you got
You still
closure
have
now.
the rest of your life to live. Caesar wouldn't want to see you spending it feeling guilty.
Maybe we should get Mizuki here.
Cheer up, Gemma. My brother's doing a magic show at the Opera House tomorrow evening. Would you like to come along? It might raise your spirits. This show will be a special one. We're holding it in Caesar's honor.
In Caesar's honor. Really? Oh, thank you. I'll be there.
Great. We'll see you tomorrow evening. Traveler, Paimon.
Am I gonna see the show? Please, God, let me see the
Worry,
show.
we'll
I
be
love his
there.
shows
No
so
way
much.
are we gonna miss out on a free magic show.
Whee!
Wait, Paimon feels like we're forgetting something.
Yeah, probably the fact that we didn't.
Yes,
Yeah.
the diary! We never found out if the
I wanna
Caesar
heal
taught
up.
magic to or Lyney and Lynette or not? Lyney changed the topic back in the workshop, so we didn't get a chance to bring it up. Oh well. Guess we'll just have to ask Lyney tomorrow evening.
I guess so, yes. Oh my god, come on, heal up. Thanks. Benny time. No! No, you may not. Okay. What time? 18. Like the amount of children I will have with Lyney. I mean, what? No, it needs to be perfect. There.
Good things come to those who don't wait around.
Next evening, I'm going to
Say it.
hurt someone. And his name is Lorenzo.
Knowing my luck,
There. No. Oh, my nose is so stuffy. It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
let's fly.
Why does she like whistle like that? It's so weird. She and her fat ass.
Take me up.
They fly in on my gun. Why the fuck are you here in the stands, Lynette? You're literally his assistant.
Pyron's excited to see another of Lyney's magic shows!
Yeah!
Wait. Lynette, shouldn't you be on stage by now?
Not this time. My brother's going solo today. So
Oh.
I'll be watching with you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's ready because the show is about to begin. The great magician Lyney has prepared a spectacular show for us all tonight, concluding with an all-new grand finale that no
Is he gonna
audience has
perform
ever seen before.
the trick that Caesar died in?
Thank you all so much for coming. Now, prepare to join me on a journey through the mystical and miraculous.
Miraculous. Simply the best.
Exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yes, it's just... It reminds me of him.
No wonder.
Oh.
Caesar was a famous magician too, so how did you two first meet, Gemma?
Well, I was out on the street once, and I saw him performing for little children. Children love magic, because they're willing to believe in things that can't be rationally explained. Caesar had this amazing way of bringing them into a dreamlike world. And somehow, I felt drawn to him too. So I went up and asked him to do a trick for me.
Aw, that sounds so romantic. What trick did he do?
It was with a flower. He took it in his hand, snapped his fingers, and it magically appeared on my head. I was so happy.
Parallels, guys. Parallels.
No one had
Lyney
ever
is so
given me a flower
smitten.
before
He
that.
is into us. He is into us. He is into us. I'm coping, guys.
Now that you mention it, Lyney's done that one before.
Is
He's-
that right? Then I suppose he's a romantic.
He wants me
Just
so
like
bad.
So, after all, You never know when the people dearest to you might be gone.
The killer has been caught.
That's right. It's all over now.
I mean, not really. He's still gone.
Paimon doesn't really know how to comfort you, but at the very least, no one's gonna be intimidating you from now on. You can breathe easy at last, right?
Right. Yes, you can breathe easy now, Phantom Weasel.
What?
See? Even Lynette says... Wait, what? The Phantom Weasel? Lorenzo escaped? Where is he?
What do you mean, Phantom Weasel?
As Lyney once said, a performer's job is to commit fully to their role and put on a flawless performance for their audience.
Oh,
But once
come
the bag
on.
of tricks is empty and the curtain falls, it's time to end the show. The spotlight is no place for someone with no more cards. It's been 10 years, Gemma. Aren't you tired of the grieving widow act? I think it's time to put an end to it.
What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't like this riddle. Traveler, Paimon doesn't like where this is going.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all enjoying the performance so far. There will now be a brief intermission, after which Lyney will perform the most electrifying act of tonight's show, the one we've all been waiting for. The final performance will take place outside of the Opera House, so please make your way out.
The Phantom Weasel never did like public places, did they? Don't worry, this place will be quiet soon. Let's...
What? I don't like where this is going. I think this is starting to piss me off. Not because that undermines, like, my thing that I called, that because it's a cheap twist. A cheap, unnecessary twist. But it's Hoyo's bread and butter. Cheap, unnecessary twists. This one reminds me too much of the Astrayao quest in ZZZ.
Dear me, this is awkward, isn't it? And unfortunately, I'm all out of gadgets, so I'm afraid I can't do any tricks to liven up the mood. This is a big mistake for a magician to make, but thankfully, I do have a backup plan. Now, who wants to hear a story?
Lyney? Don't we have more important things to address right now? Lynette accused Gemma of being the real Phantom Weasel a moment ago. Oh, what the heck's going on?
All in good time. Magicians are good at guessing what people are thinking. I know the questions you want to ask, and...
Really? Well then, let's hear it! Paimon's dying of curiosity here!
Let's go back to the very beginning. A decade ago, when the Phantom Weasel was terrorizing the court of Fontaine, she never missed... But as her infamy grew, so did the readiness of the police, and her opportunities to act became ever fewer. Every day, she ran the risk of being exposed for who she was. Of course, she could not simply take this lying down, and before long, she found her ticket to freedom. She would create a scapegoat, a false... After weighing her options, she set her sights on a renowned magician, Caesar. After all, magic and theft shared enough similarities.
So then what?
Being the master deceiver she was, the Weasel easily earned Caesar's trust. Now, all that remained was to frame him for her countless crimes. But as she was considering how to make her move, she noticed Caesar's aggrieved pupil, and a new thought entered her mind. Maybe I don't need to get my hands dirty after all. At her encouragement, Lorenzo tampered with Caesar's magic box, causing him to fall to his death. Afterwards, Lorenzo seized his master's property, and the Weasel set about tarnishing Caesar's reputation. Two co-conspirators committed the perfect crime.
I've got to hand it to you. You're both
Not gonna
exceptional
lie, this
storytellers.
quest just plummeted down
That's
like
enough
2
to make
tiers.
even me wonder whether there was really another mastermind behind all this, pulling the strings. But I just have one question. You seem to think that I am the villain in this tale. What's brought this on, Lyney?
Don't worry, Lorenzo said nothing at all. But I never believed that he was the Weasel, and in fact, my investigation only made me more certain of that. He was too forthcoming with his confession. as if there was something else he was trying to hide.
How disappointing. So you'd sooner trust Lorenzo than me? Even without a shred of evidence?
A magician is an expert at playing the audience to get the result they want. And I have no doubt that you, Gemma, are equally talented in this regard. With a little help from Lorenzo, you put on a very convincing performance. The lovesick fiancé, whose devotion to her betrothed is unshakable, even under threats of violence. Caesar was maligned and hated by all for 10 years, but you? Everyone sympathized with your plight. Who would suspect for 1 second that the lovely young lady always seen weeping in front of Caesar's grave was actually the mastermind behind his demise? No, not that poor lady. Perish the thought.
Wait, so you mean the whole intimidation thing was just a hoax? Gemma and Lorenzo were both in on it? But why would Lorenzo agree to that? And why didn't he sell her out even at the end instead of admitting to being the...
Yes, why indeed? Maybe Gemma herself could enlighten us on that question.
Well, Lyney, if you're so confident in your version of events, then having killed Caesar with his own hands, Lorenzo was plagued by overwhelming guilt. Revealing the Phantom Weasel's true identity would serve no purpose. But if the Weasel remained free, then she...
An excellent answer, though sadly a little dull.
Is that right? Well, don't let me bore you. If you'd care to change the topic to something more interesting, I'd be much obliged.
As a matter of fact, there's one thing I'd really like to understand. Why would the real Weasel have targeted things that only have value to other people? Could you shed any light on that?
Of course. After all, we're just telling stories here, aren't we? If I had to guess, I would say that the real Weasel must have had a terrible childhood. Left to fend for herself after her parents died young. Betrayed, scorned, beaten. She'd scrounge waste paper from garbage bins to draw on, using twigs and dirt for lack of ink and pen. She'd sew ugly rag dolls from whatever scrap material she could get her hands on. This was her only source of happiness in life. But it was all she needed, and she was content. Until the world decided that even this was too good for her. Once again, she was betrayed. And this time, everything was taken from her. She felt like life was a miry pit that dragged her further down the more she struggled to escape. At that tender age, she should have been happy. Instead, she stood in the shadows and watched with envy as all good things in the world passed her by.
This is like...
This was a fate too cruel for anyone to bear. Her pain.
The thing is, Huiverse knows
thoughts.
how to write a good
Thoughts which
mystery.
festered
They've
and
done
grew
it in
into
the
a
Archon
twisted
quest.
solution to her troubles.
So why
I
are we
detest the
resorting
happiness
to
of others,
this now?
in all its forms alike. I will rob them of everything they hold to be good
I
and
have
true.
things to say
and
after
it will
this
fill
is
the
done.
void in my soul.
That's some pretty heavy stuff.
Now it all makes sense.
Does it?
Does this story satisfy you, Lyney?
Yes, it is quite to my tastes. Thank you for helping to clear up my confusion.
Huh. That's right. What drove you to write that letter, Gemma? What were you trying to achieve there? Because without that, none of this would have ever come to light.
She didn't write the letter.
After 10 long years, I'd hoped that the Phantom Weasel would be consigned to the history books by now. But it seems like Lyney, or should I call you the Phantom Copycat now? You were the one who posted that letter outside the Opera House. But what?
Very sharp, Phantom Weasel. Still as shrewd as ever. Well, no need for me to be coy about it. Our goal was to clear Caesar's name. The most straightforward way to change the public's impression of Caesar was to force the Weasel to show themselves.
That's it? You had no other agenda?
Of course we did. We made it quite clear in the letter, I believe. I shall take from you that which you hold most dear, just as you did to me 10 years ago.
10 years ago? You mean Caesar's death? You met him? Wait. Oh, I get it. You were those two obnoxious kids. It's been so long, and you're all grown up now. I didn't recognize you. He taught you magic back then, didn't he? For what, 10 days or something? And you went to all—
We remember all our debts, however great or small. 10 years ago, Caesar's reputation was torn to shreds, and his legacy was thrown out. 10 years on, and no one cares what the truth is anymore. But we did not forget, and so we came to find you.
And? What exactly did you take from me? I'm still standing.
I'm just quietly
as you can
stewing.
see. Lorenzo has
Letting
admitted
this
to
play
everything.
out, even though it's
I'm free.
other bullshit.
Free? Do you really think so? Caesar once told me that even though the world is filled with lies and falsehoods, we must find our own truth. I think that applies to you too. Truth can take many forms. Prized possessions with nostalgic value, fervent hopes and dreams, and irreplaceable people. Life took many things from you, and those wounds never healed. When they ached unbearably in the dead of night, stealing became your way of numbing the pain.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that for the last 10 years, you've been living a rather uneventful life. Perhaps that's because you found something other than a life of crime to fill the hole? Back to Lorenzo for a second. He murdered his own master, played along with your act, and took pains to make sure any suspicion would be directed towards him. But what did he have to gain from all that? He knew who you were and the things you'd done, and despite that, he was willing to give everything up for your sake. He's the reason that you haven't felt You're more than just accomplices in murder. You're the only real friends each other has. So I think you know, deep down, that he is the only truth you have in your life. But that truth is gone now. And I guarantee you, you'll never see it again.
Congratulations on your freedom, Gemma.
Your freedom will cost you dearly. From now on, you'll be all alone in a world full of lies and falsehoods. I do hope you'll be able to bear it. You've still got a long life ahead of you after all.
Gather round, one and all. The time has now come for the amazing Lyney to perform his final act in tonight's show. I'm sure you're all wondering what he has planned for the grand finale. Well, wonder no more, for the answer is a death-defying high-altitude escape.
A high-altitude escape?
A trick that Caesar died
I'm
attempting.
sure you all remember the magician Caesar. This was the very trick that led to his fatal fall, after which he was dubbed the Phantom Weasel. But we have now learned that Caesar was wrongly accused, and—
Guess that's my cue to leave. Whew. I've been practicing this one for ages now, but I'm still a little nervous. Traveler, Paimon, I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. There may be a lot of people watching tonight, but you alone are my true witnesses.
Lyney, wait. You two hid a lot from Caesar. He went to his grave without ever knowing your secrets. So what about now? Are you an open book? Or are you still the same as ever? You don't have to tell lies to end up isolated and alone. One day...
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you.
So, what do we,
Dude, I don't know.
doing now?
They lost me.
Like Lyney said, when you're ready, let's head outside.
I mean, I get
and
what
watch
they're
the show.
doing, but I'm like, meh.
What about Gemma?
She'll figure out what's best for her soon enough. Oh, and if you'd like to see Lyney after the show, you know where he'll be. The usual haunt.
All right. Well, let's go and watch Lenny's finale then. This trick's a pretty dangerous one, but he
Let's watch the trick. Where the fuck am I?
Let's fly.
Higher. Do they not want me to go outside? Obviously they want me to go outside. I swear to God, if they didn't want me to go outside, I'm going to scream. They did, okay. Okay, so let's see this trick then.
Magic should be mysterious, surprising, and defy logic. Magic is hard work. Every single movement has to be practiced thousands of times.
It's alright. We're used to that.
We're sorry. You've taught us so much, but we can't tell you the whole truth.
It's okay. Do you still remember what I told you? This world is full of lies and falsehoods. I only hope that one day, you can find your own truth.
What about you? Have you found your truth?
Magic is my truth. I want to perform a magic trick so great that people will always think of me when they talk about it. For a magician, what greater honor could there be?
Look! Behold! Lyney is sealed inside the box. Will he manage to escape? 10 years ago, Caesar attempted this very trick, and it was at this precise moment that...
Lyney! Watch out!
What?
Mysterious. Surprising. And logic-defying. Isn't that right? This honor belongs to you,
Just
Caesar. I'm just sorry it's a little late.
Did you see that? 1 minute he was falling, and the next, he turned into flowers.
How could he possibly have done that?
How mysterious. I didn't blink once. He just vanished, right in front of my eyes.
What a heart-stopping magic show! This was really worth the trip. Caesar's name has finally been cleared, and Fontaine's new star magician Lyney has fulfilled a wish on his behalf.
Huh?
I couldn't ask for a better grand finale.
Sorry, that was an
It will
ass
make
trick.
a great headline for the
I mean,
Steamboat
pretty
tomorrow, even if I
cutscene,
do say
ass
so
trick.
myself. Whew. Looks like everyone really loved Lyney's grand finale. Paimon doesn't see Lyney anywhere. Where'd he go? Oh, Lynette said he'd be waiting for us at the usual hunt. But,
The cemetery?
oh, you mean the one where Caesar's buried? Yeah, that's probably it. This whole magic show kinda seemed like Lyney's way of saying goodbye to Caesar. So it makes sense that that's where he'd be afterward.
Does it?
Alright, let's go look for him there.
I'm sorry I'm not as high energy anymore. They just really lost me at the end part. Okay, let's end this because we've almost been here for like 3 hours.
Lyney! There you are.
Aww. Spooky.
Are you alright? Paimon was scared to death when the chain broke. Paimon was sure something had gone horribly wrong.
Magic is a performance art. A magician has to get creative to keep the audience on tenterhooks. That's our job. So I tweaked Caesar's original setup a little to keep it fresh. I was honestly a little nervous during the live performance. The thought of falling, suddenly feeling weightless, seeing the sky and the ground spinning and spinning. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder what Caesar thought in those final moments. Did he regret taking Gemma and Lorenzo on? Or did he believe that it was his own
Probably the
right until the
latter.
end?
He seemed too
Paimon's been wanting
trusting.
to ask you about something ever since we were in Caesar's workshop. You learned magic from Caesar once, didn't you? When was that?
After I joined the House of the Hearth.
Oh.
To be honest, Lynette and I had an agenda when we approached him.
An agenda?
I told you about my past before, remember? As a young boy, I survived by secretly learning magic from street performers. I'd watch their tricks and try to figure out how they were done. But I quickly realized that observation alone could only get me so far. What I saw was the polished final performance, but the rigorous training they put in behind the scenes remained invisible to me. I needed to learn how to improve my sleight of hand, hone my misdirection skills, and make niftier props. We were gifted enough that we'd made some progress by ourselves, but without proper guidance from a professional magician, we quickly plateaued.
So that's why you sought Caesar out?
Yes. We figured there was no harm in asking, but it took us by surprise that he was so willing to teach us. In all, we only spent 10 short days together, but he was very good to us. By contrast, we hid so many things from him. For instance, when he asked why I wanted to learn magic, I answered, "It's my passion." But in truth, there was already a lot more to the story by then. After being taken in by an aristocrat for our magic talent, then betrayed soon after, this was no longer about me doing what I loved. What amazed me was how the lie escaped my lips even as I was hesitating over whether to tell him the truth. Trust is a beautiful thing. Sadly, I'd forgotten how to trust by then.
Lyney.
It wasn't your
Still
fault.
worried about the way I feel? You really are a gentle soul, aren't you? But don't worry, I'm used to it now. From the mansions of the elite to the House of the Hearth, lies and selfishness have followed me and Lynette everywhere we go. After Caesar went on tour, we became busy with our missions. The next we heard of him was that he'd fallen to his death, and was now declared to be the Phantom Weasel. That night, I remembered his smile. But as I lay there, I didn't know what to say to him. To keep secrets is to put up walls. The longer you keep them up, the less you let people in. Then, one day, you look around and realize your life is like an empty auditorium after a show, full of seats once occupied by all the people who left. But I guess that's the price we have to pay. You only realize how much someone really meant to you when you lose them completely. That's why I was so confident this would hurt Gemma. Because I felt it for myself.
Don't be sad.
Cheer up, Lyney. We've had to say our fair share of goodbyes during our journey, too. But whatever happens, Paimon always believes in what tomorrow brings. Delicious food, fun toys, and the Traveler by my side. Paimon just needs to focus on things like this, and all the unhappy stuff goes right out the window. You know, Traveler, doesn't that kind of make you Paimon's truth?
Exactly. It's the same for me and Lynette. We are the truest thing each other has in the world, and nothing can replace that. Life has taken plenty from us, like it did from Gemma. But at least it left us with each other. That's what gave us the strength to get through the darkest days. That's why the darkness never consumed me, and why it never will. Maybe we live in the shadows too, but we remember every precious ray of light that shines through. All right, time to lighten this conversation up a little. What did you think of the show tonight? Were you happy with it?
It was amazing!
Yes,
I just wishes we hadn't
Lyney.
been so
I
distracted
loved
with the Gemma
it.
situation. We spent most of our time in the Opera House just talking and pretty much missed the entire first half of the show. Lyney, could you do just one more trick for us?
Whoa, that's a bit of a tall order, I'm afraid. The show's just finished, so my sleeves are decidedly card-free right now.
Aw, come on! Surely you can think of something. The Lyney Paimon knows can do anything if he puts his mind to it.
Oh, all right then. I'll give it a go, but only because it's you. Watch closely. I have a flower in my hand.
You liar! There's nothing in your hand! We ain't going along with this!
Huh? My goodness, you're right. But I could have sworn I brought one here with me. Okay, try this. Count down with me. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Now, have another look around. Maybe the flowers are somewhere else.
Really?
It's a rose!
Wow, there it is! Oh, this is a different
It's a
flower from the last time,
rainbow
right?
rose!
This one's called...
Ah!
Oh yeah, a rainbow rose. But more importantly, Paimon has to know how the trick is done. Please, Lyney, pretty please!
Well, if you want to learn magic, you'll have to start by addressing me as teacher.
Fine. Please, teacher, please!
Since you asked so nicely, I'll share one little tip with you. Namely, the student of magic cannot solely rely on others being prepared to reveal their secrets. You have to observe, think, and find the answers for yourself.
Is that it?
Look at the time. We shouldn't linger here too long. Thanks again for coming to see my show. I bid you both good night. I look forward to seeing you again.
Alright,
He's so dreamy.
Can we have that note too? Oh, Paimon can't wait to read the Steambird tomorrow.
Sobbing right now.
Lyney and Caesar
And
will
my
be
nose
posted
is
all
so
over.
stuffy.
Let's head to the Steambird's offices tomorrow morning and see what we can find out.
God. No, we got it. I'm killing myself tonight. I have lived just enough to get this far. I don't even care if it's like 0-0. Oh man. Lyney. The love of my life. After GAZA.
I'm very sorry, Charlotte, but my sister and I are quite busy today. I'm afraid we'll have to decline this interview.
Oh, please, Lyney, I'll only take a moment of your time, if you would be so kind.
Huh? What's happening here?
I spent all night writing my piece about the Phantom Weasel, and it was going to go to... But just as dawn broke, I suddenly received news that Caesar's fiancée, Gemma, had contacted the guards and confessed to having been the real Phantom Weasel all along.
That was quick.
Too late, bro.
That was quick, you say? It sounds like I've got some catching up to do. Please, fill me in.
Whoops.
Aha! My instincts did not lead me astray. You do have something to hide. Gemma turning herself in must have something to do with Lyney's performance last night.
Maybe watching my high-altitude escape trick reminded her of a better time with Caesar, and she could no longer ignore the voice of her conscience.
Huh. Okay, then. Wait, no, there must be more to it. If that's all it took for her to have a change of heart, how did it take her 10 whole years?
Well...
Charlotte's journalistic spirit is burning red. We're going to have to distract her somehow.
Oh, I remember now! You and Gemma were nowhere to be found after the show. What happened between you? Quickfire question! Where did you all go after the show?
Oh, we went to the cemetery and Lyney did a private magic trick just for us. Actually, glad you mentioned it, because that reminds Paimon, guess what? Lyney started using rainbow roses in his tricks!
What? I don't recall ever having received a rainbow rose from you myself. Is this supposed to mean that they're more important to you than your own sister?
No, I just...
What now? Oh, did Paimon say something wrong again? This is getting
You-
pretty awkward.
Paimon, you exposed our affair.
Seems like this interview wasn't meant to be. Well, never mind. There's always next time. Forgive my persistence, but when there's explosive news waiting to be found, I can't turn away. The news about Gemma has already made waves, and I'll stop at nothing to get to the bottom of it all. Apparently, one of the things she said to the guards was that her final wish is to see Lorenzo one last time. Ah, there's clearly a web of complicated relationships there. Can't blame me for being curious. All right, I guess I'll leave you to continue the rest of your conversation in peace. Bye for now.
Lynette? Paimon didn't mean to.
Don't worry, I wasn't angry. I was just trying to distract her.
Oh, really? Oh, thank goodness. You scared Paimon there.
Phew. You and me both, Paimon. You and me both. At least it did the job, right?
Please, take good care of that rainbow rose. I'd be really upset if you lost it.
God dang it. Fuck. Okay, let's go with just chatting. Oh, okay. Let me turn off in-game audio so we can talk in peace. Oh god, I need my nasal spray. Give me a second. Okay, let's put on some music. There. Okay, let's talk about this quest. I was really enjoying it until like the last part with Gemma. And as I said before, it wasn't even really the part that is like, oh no, I didn't call it after all. It was just, I think it was a cheap twist, to be honest. It was a really cheap twist. Give me a moment. I want to be like more natural about this. I think it was a horribly cheap twist. And I know they can do better because they have done a good mystery before in the Archon quests. And they know how to do red herrings. They know how to do, because I know I was like, in the beginning, I was like, or like when Lorenzo confessed, I was like, I don't know if it's a good thing that I called it all or not, but honestly, if you think about it, I don't read a lot of mysteries, but a good mystery book or like a good mystery story is the one where the reader or like the person receiving the story can logically put together what is happening, so they get the feeling of the satisfaction of having solved it themselves before the characters did. That's a good thing. I was just like joshing around, I guess. It's a good thing if your reader, your audience can put two and two together, because it's a satisfying story to them. They feel smart, good story. What I didn't like about this, and this is something that they have been doing for a while, however, I mean, I'm saying this as someone who like just caught up with ZZZ there and did the Astoria story. The whole, it was the fiance / wife all along thing. Cheap twist, not good. I hated that part. I think that part alone knocked down the entire quest like at least 1.5 tiers. It was all good until then. That part came out of nowhere. There was no hint to it. I don't care what everyone's saying. There was no hint to anything on that part. That was a shit twist, and I will be angry about it for a while. Yeah, apart from that, I love the characters. I wish Lynette was more in it a bit, but I guess, yeah, it's technically Lyney's quest. But to me, the two are like so inseparable. Yeah. What else can I say? I think it's a good story about their past too. Like, tells you a bit more about their past. It's not a lot. It's just that basically at this point they were already with the House of the Hearth. I honestly I knew that Caesar was their master because I was spoiled that. Because how can you not be spoiled about that? This quest has been out for years at this point, or like almost 2 years. And how can you not know that at this part? But still, I thought it was before the House of the Hearth, and that is like, this is the guy they learned their magic from. But it's okay that it wasn't like that. It's okay that it's like timeline wise, it's after they joined the House of the Hearth, because they learned it to hone their craft, which is good depth for their thing as a magician. And I like how they like learned from someone who genuinely loved magic. And you know that Lyney doesn't just do it because he's like an agent of the Fatui. Like, partly because he is a Fatui, but you now know that he's still, you know that he has passion for magic. He said it wasn't just about that, but he does have passion about it. And I liked that this showed that he probably learned a lot of what he did from Caesar, because even 10 years after his master's death, even though they were only 10 days with him, they learned a lot from him and they appreciated a lot about him enough to like passionately work on uncovering who killed him. Good characterization for that. And then again, I am also a Lyney fucker, so but I still think objectively I wasn't like thirsting about him as much as like Milo was. Not throwing shade at all, but I do love Lyney as a character because he is just charming as like his open persona, which is like, it makes me shy, but he's also a very caring person. He cares a lot about his siblings and people who like positively affect him. He cared a lot about Caesar, and it shows that he isn't just like Fatui bad, which I'm also like, which is also one other thing. We usually are like really hostile to Lyney because of the Fatui thing, which is like, I have already ranted about it enough. I don't need to rehash it again, but I have ranted about it in videos before, in streams, anything. We are usually very hostile to Lyney, and I was surprised that we weren't in this one. I guess it's because it's literally his quest. But still, we were a lot more understanding to him in this one. And I actually think that is how it's supposed to be, and not like the forced hostility that we have for him still. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that's probably mostly it. That's all I have to say. I hope that at the point, I don't remember where I started that one. But yeah, I enjoyed the quest. I won't like place it on a tier list yet. I'm gonna, as I said in the stream, I'm gonna do that another time when everything is done. But yeah, good quest. I enjoyed it, except for the last part. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the trick was shit. Anyway, we will. I don't know if I wanted to talk about anything else. Not really. There was probably something I wanted to talk about at the end. I remember I wanted to say something, but never mind. Anyway, if you look at the channel, I have already scheduled 2 other streams for Nouvillette and Risley. And I will be doing that Monday for the next 2 weeks. I don't know about after yet. I'm on break right now. Oh yeah, I know what I want to do. Feel free to like leave things you would want to watch in the comments. Like, I'm looking for something new to play because I restarted WoW. Like, I picked it up again. I picked it up, but I dropped it again because I just don't like the game. I was trying to get into it, but it just didn't get me. So I'm looking for new games. I have caught up with ZZZ. So just tell me anything you might want to watch. Any game, honestly. I could look into it. Yeah, that's mostly it. So, yeah. To end this all then, I guess. As always, please look into the description. I have charities and fundraisers linked there. Those are very dear to my heart. I have all my social media links down there. I would love it if you could like give my art a chance. You don't have to, but I would love if you could. Yeah, that's about it. So please check out the fundraisers, share them if you can, donate if you can. Anything helps to those people. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I appreciated everyone who was here. Thank you, Foxy. Thank you, Milo, for coming. Everyone who wasn't even in the chat, but like at least came in for a second. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for helping me reach the 300 subscriber goal. And we will see each other next week on Monday here on YouTube. Guaranteed. Maybe even Friday on Twitch. I don't know. Just check. Check whenever you have time. Thank you. And bye bye.